Hey everybody, welcome back to Kill by Daylight. It's finally time for the 6th anniversary broadcast? Yeah, that's what they're calling it. Much like last year, I'm gonna be highlighting the things I find interesting, right? Obviously, the big chapter reveal for the anniversary, maybe some, they have stuff planned, I think. They put a roadmap up, and I was like, okay, this should be fun. They said it's gonna be fun. Why would I not believe behavior? Quick shameful plug. If you're here for the Dead by Daylight content, hi, hello, that'll return sometime. Also, don't mind if I sound very different. I either have one, very bad allergies today, or I have a bad, just caught a case of the rhinovirus, which is a cool way, and a way more dope way of saying, I think I have the common cold. A head cold, to be specific. But, if you're here for Dead by Daylight content, hi, hello, that will return soon. But why not check out The Evil Dead? Evil Dead, the game, just came out, and I've been going through the missions, and I'll have, actual PvP matches up soon. I'm trying to get through the missions to unlock everybody, and actually just learn the game, because the missions are a way better tutorial than the actual tutorial, funnily enough. We got about just under 3 minutes to go. What am I hoping for? What am I wishing for? What am I praying for? Dear Entity. I don't know, the chapters, whatever, it's gonna be an original chapter, if the leaks are to be believed. I went over in the other video way back when? Way back when? What is way back when to me? May 12th. It's now the 17th, so a week ago. Huh. Funny how time works. I believe the leaks for this chapter, but nothing else, because why would I believe chapter 25 and 26? So that's whatever. I hope they announce changes to the blood web system, make it way less grindy, because that's what this game desperately needs, right? I'm coming back after 6 months of not playing, and I'm just looking at everything like, oh, I got a 3.5 million blood points for one single character to get them from level 1 to level 50 at Prestige 3. Woof, that's a lot of time that I really don't want to sink into this game right now. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, they're just like, boom, we're reworking Blood Web, maybe not for the 6th anniversary chapter, but maybe chapter 25, 26 will have something new. Hopefully, everybody's common thing is just like, remove the tiers. Just remove the tiers, or have every perk unlocked on every character at tier 1, and that way you can actually, day 1 of a new killer or survivor, you can just play with whatever build you want that you think would be good, and you could decide whether you want to get that in the Blood Web or not. That's a good way. Making things cost less in the Blood Web. Like, my suggestion is like just cut everything in half. Like purple perks, tier 3s, they're like 6,000. Cut that down to 3,000. Just cut that out. That's really it. I'd like to see I don't know, buffs, changes. I don't know. I really haven't thought about what I would like to see. Everybody's been making their thing like what I would like to see in year 7. It's like I would like the game to be fun again. I'd like to see a balance to boon totems. Like that they're not infinite. I'd like to see hexes reworked. I would like med kits to be toned down, toolboxes to be toned down, maybe generators be toned down in general. That way you don't have to touch toolboxes. But that's just me. What are we starting with? I have no idea how I'm cutting this together either, so it's not gonna be the whole stream like I said. They showed this off, I believe. I think I've seen this. I think I've seen this multiple times, because multiple people talked about it. Man, last year was freaking crazy, wasn't it, for this game? Hey, we got the FBI, war criminal. Jonah, yeah. Oh, and Nemesis, Sadako. One big boy that's very, very not here is Pinhead, the Hell Priest. But like, the 3 big licenses. Bruh. Yeah, I posted on Twitter. I was vibing to the countdown soundtrack. Can you put that in the game? That's wonderful. I like that. Hey, Matt. Head of partnerships.
All right. What I was trying to say before I got rudely interrupted is that Funko Pops are coming.
Oh.
This is super exciting for us. We've been waiting on a long time to be able to announce this. So right now I'm going to give you a sneak peek of the 4 characters coming to Funko Pops. The Wraith, the Doctor, the Huntress, and Claudette Morel. If you're like me,
I was not expecting those 4 in particular, but all right.
I can tell you, you'll be able to get those before the end of the year.
I can hear polyester being happy right now.
Now that I've shared that and that I've had a moment to calm down, let me officially welcome you to the Dead by Daylight 6th anniversary celebration.
Well, I thank you, Matthew Cote.
We've got an amazing show for you today.
I don't know why I turned into Matt Taven for a minute.
Ready to share some of the exciting stuff coming. We've got a few surprises in store. We hope you're going to have a good time. Now, last year, our 5th anniversary was all about looking back at the 5 years before. It was a trip down memory lane, and I had a good time for one.
It was a fun show for my first anniversary event. Yes, it was.
50 million players in Dead by Daylight.
Really? Holy shit.
We announced a board game that was funded in under 1 day on Kickstarter.
That was also crazy.
Amazing job by our friends at Level 99. We've also consistently stayed within the 20 top games streamed on Twitch. All of that, and with our next chapter, we're going to now be at 59 characters in Dead by Daylight.
So close to being nice.
It's not about looking back. Today is about looking at the future. We couldn't be happier to have 50 million of you out.
I'm here to announce Dead by Daylight 2.
And while there's still a ton of stuff to do, we want to focus on the things that are going to make their way into the game next year. In the past, we've used these anniversaries to share our dreams and to share our ambitions. And we dreamed big. It's our job to do so. Once in a while, these dreams ended up being bigger than what we were able to deliver. And we don't want to do that today. Today, our goal is to talk about what is actually going to happen within the next year and to give you precise timelines of when you can expect those changes. We're humbled by your passion and your support. Thank you so much for taking this trip with us through the last 6 years.
I mean, 3 years for me, but
quite a lot more.
Who's counting?
Oh, and if you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, you can actually play Director of Broadcast by voting in the chat and help us figure out which segments are going to come in what order.
I would rather not.
Speaking of which,
thanks though.
Here's a list of everything that we have in store for you today.
So, okay, so things that we are going to see, right? Year 7 roadmap, quality of life, gameplay, chapter 27, look at the store, 6th anniversary and celebration. Okay. So we're not going to give grandiose expectations.
I want you to be in control of what we talk about next. You know what? Let's try it right now. Which one of these would you prefer to have? A, some free stuff. B, something really nice.
Por que nos dos? Why not both? Cote. Also, I have to point out, is he wearing a hoodie under his blazer? I thought the stream broke. That was great. Is he wearing a hoodie under his blazer? It's like he's nice dress slacks, nice dress shirt, nice tie, but he's got a hoodie under his blazer. What do you want? Which one of these do you want? If it's free, I want both. Internet, stop being dog shit, please. Oh no, they pick free stuff. Hopefully, stream stops dying. I'm not in game. I'm not. Somebody's gonna have that video up. Like, here's all the codes from today. Enter them before this day, and I'll be like, yes.
Thank you so much for joining us today in the celebration of Dead by Daylight 6th anniversary.
Thank you for inviting me.
I'm senior producer on the project, and I'm joined by Justin Brown, senior product manager on the project. In today's panel, we will have a look at the upcoming content for next year, so Dead by Daylight 7 year, the planned chapters, as well as our 4 main pillars for the game. Before we dive into that, however, this is a really good opportunity to look at our accomplishments from last year and talk a bit more about...
Kote said you wouldn't be looking at the past, only the future.
That was released over the last year. For me, I'm always extremely impressed by the quality of our journal content, and the Portrait of Murder chapter was another one that really left a mark on me. But that being said, Year 6 was an amazing year when it comes to licensed content, with the addition of Resident Evil, Hellraiser chapter, as well as Ringu. 3 classic cult horror icons into our game.
We're actually mentioning Hellraiser?
It warms my heart to see all of those different characters come together in the one and the same game. Is there anything you're particularly proud of that we did last year?
Yeah, of course. The first thing that comes to mind is the updated onboarding and tutorial. Seeing that come out to such a positive reaction within our community was really amazing.
Yeah, it was really great when you do the tutorial and it would reset all of the perks. Oh my god, shitty Spectrum internet. Don't get Spectrum. Just do not get Spectrum.
Yeah, it's visually stunning, and that's not to mention the unbelievable job they did on the Haddonfield rework, which recently released.
Haven't played it yet.
And last but not least, it would be the Snowman event. All of the hilarious memes, movies.
Hey, fun fact, that's when I stopped playing the game. The last winter event.
I hope we can recreate.
I actually did do a video on it, but lost the footage. I went meh, and I just never returned.
When we develop our roadmap, we always aim at delivering the most quality as we possibly can.
I like the eye contact. Balls on this dude, eye contact.
As it is a live tool, we are constantly having to update it due to urgent issues or new opportunities that arise throughout the year. As such, there were a few features we mentioned during last year's anniversary stream that still have not made their way into the game. Fear not, we will be talking about most of those features later today.
I can't remember what they talked about. Boons was like the big one.
Year. First, I'll tell you some of the things we know we can expect throughout this next year. There will be 4 new chapters, which means 4 new killers and their survivor counterparts, of course. In addition to that, there will be 4 tomes.
Not mentioning how many.
Deeper into our character's lore. And with the narrative
interesting
around the Observer's Tower going in a new direction, we're all super excited to watch that unfold.
What is this all about? We'll learn more over the coming year. It's really exciting. For some of you who have been with us over the past year, the 4 pillars will probably be known to you all. They're really things we have continuously worked upon over the last 6 years of the game. So our 4 pillars composing the roadmap for this year are game health, quality of life updates, live design, as well as our events. You want to give us a bit more info about the
game health? Yeah, sure, I will. I would love to, Stefan. When we talk about game health, there are some aspects of game health that will always be ongoing priorities for us, such as
they should,
improvements and game performance optimizations. But this year, we're putting an added focus on matchmaking.
That's
we want
good.
To improve the matchmake wait times as much as we can.
That's very good.
In addition to accounting for the various play styles we see throughout our community. And
that's weird.
Them as such.
Wait, what?
When we talk about matchmaking, though, it's also very much a quality of life topic, which segues very well into our second pillar.
It is an amazing segue, as if it was planned all along.
Oh, damn.
You're natural at that.
They're breaking the kayfabe here.
Quality of life improvements and updates. You did talk about the roadmap and how we continuously shift things around and such. We use a lot of the feedback from the community to feed into that. And as such, CSAT surveys are a really important part for that, forums, social networks, etc., etc. When we did announce the Autobahn feature during last year's anniversary,
again, don't recall.
With a lot of mixed feelings from the community, and as such, we really held off a bit to make sure we were doing this in the best way possible. We know toxicity as well as cheating is something that has to continuously be looked at and addressed in the game to keep the game as safe as possible. And as such, Autobahn and improvements to those systems is an important part for us that we're going to keep looking at this year, but we want to make sure we do it in the best way possible. To dive a bit more into quality of life updates, we'll have Justin Banks and Aurélie Géraud talk a bit more about that in a future panel today, which I'm really looking forward to. But for now, is there anything you want to share with us about life design?
As a live game, constant iterations in our design and live balance updates are critical to keeping the game feeling fun, fresh, and exciting for our players.
That's what you would hope to do.
Behaviors are constantly evolving, and we need to adapt to accommodate those new behaviors all the time. Matt Spriggins will be up shortly to talk more about the huge updates that we have coming and planned for this year in regarding live balance.
And huge is not an understatement.
Not an understatement at all.
Big nerfs, big balance, big buffs.
right now
Reworks?
is that we're actively working on a major rework of the Raccoon City Police
Oh
Department.
shit, those
as
leaks are real then.
last year during the Resident Evil chapter. We can expect to see that sometime this fall, but we will
For the
keep you
spooky
updated
season.
as we near closer to the final release date.
I'm very much looking forward to playing it. It's often been a difficult map to navigate and to play for players, and I'm really looking
Yup.
forward to see
You
how
guys
it
went a
actually
little
be brought up
too
to the standards that we
on
have
point with the design of that map. That is a
so
one-for-one
with that said,
recreation of
also, the
RE2's
event is
map.
something that really
Crazy
is an
good
important
detail.
aspect of the game.
Very bad for
Allows us to move
gameplay.
the game in a direction that's a little bit farther off the beaten path, something that's not necessarily what you'd expect from Dead by Daylight, but do that as a time-based thing allows us to really do something completely crazy sometimes and such. This is really an opportunity for us to get communities together and to generate moments you're never going to forget. I always think back of that game you played of Dead by Daylight during that specific moment of the year. As we've always done over the last few years, we'll have 4 main moments in the year that we're going to celebrate through events, which are going to be our anniversary period coming up in a few weeks from now, the Halloween period, the winter period, as well as the Lunar New Year.
Are you gonna
period.
actually do
These
real
4
events?
Are really going to be the main ones for the year, but our cornerstone events are going to be Halloween and anniversary, since they're such big important moments for the game. On top of those, we're also going to try and do more live activations, such as login bonuses, Blood Rush that you're all familiar with, and boosted Rift Fragments collection, so that there's a reason for everyone to come back to the game and be more excited about playing Dead by Daylight more often. And
That
be
could
happy
cause
about
more
the
of a
rewards you're
feeling
getting
of like,
to do it.
ugh, real. All right, I guess I'll do
Really
it.
looking forward to this year. It's really been an amazing one for us.
That's
and
how I feel about
thank
those
you
types of
so
things.
much,
Like, oh, it's a
especially
blood
for
rush.
the
Like, oh,
community
fine, I guess I'll play.
throughout those 6 years.
Not, ooh, I'm
Thank you
gonna
very much.
play. No, that could be opposite.
By Daylight fans, I hope you're enjoying the 6th anniversary celebration of Dead by Daylight. I'm Matthias Claesen, I'm the director of the Recreational Fear Lab, and I'm here to talk to you about why people enjoy horror. Now, it might seem weird that folks like us voluntarily seek out frightening entertainment, but it's actually very common and for good scientific reason. It is part of human nature to find pleasure in playing with fear. It's what kids do when
Yes,
they play hide and
yeah.
seek, and it's what we do.
Yeah, I learned that from Professor Pinhead.
When you're playing as a survivor, you're reenacting an ancient evolutionary drama. You're trying to stay alive in a dangerous world by outrunning and outsmarting a bloodthirsty predator. Your whole body is in survival mode, heart racing to prepare you for fight or flight. You get that invigorating adrenaline kick, and if you escape the killer, you're rewarded with a flood of feel-good neurotransmitters such as dopamine.
I was gonna say you gotta hit a dopamine in the brain.
You're immersing yourself in that same ancient scenario of predation. But now it's about catching your prey and the ecstasy of the hunt. It's that same adrenaline kick, but the reward is not the nerve-tingling relief of survival.
Stupid Jake.
It's the exhilarating delight of
Stupid
victory,
trickster.
the thrill of the kill. So when you play DBD, you're satisfying a primal desire for threat simulation, for playing with fear. But you're also satisfying another primal desire, namely the desire for story. Because DBD isn't just about the hunt. It's also about exploring the rich and constantly evolving narrative world of the game. Whether you're out for survival or blood, I wish you good luck on your next journey into the fog.
Thank you. Cats and Dogs Collection. Oh my god, they actually made them real? Okay. Let's rewind it back a bit. The whole Raccoon City thing. That was leaked, I think, when the chapter first released. That in the code it was like separated into like 3 or 4 different
The killer is coming, but the generator is almost complete. What do you do?
Oh, you
It the last
you stay there, Dwight.
B, run.
You finish that generator.
Let the killer grab you. D, blow up the generator.
Nah, you hit that last skill check, homie. Finish that gen. But yeah, it was like 3 or 4 different variations of Raccoon City, or the RCPD. So people have kind of theorized for like the past year that we'll maybe get one for each floor. Hopefully it's not a different. It would have to be a different layout, right? That map is just garbage. It's so big and so like it's a maze basically. So you would almost have to separate into 3 different maps separately. Where one is the first floor, one is the second floor, and one is the third floor. And yeah, maybe second floor could include first and or third. Maybe there's a variation there. Maybe third floor it includes second floor. That's gonna be interesting, but also that might mean that might actually confirm a leak.
Design director on Dead by Daylight.
Not happy about that one.
Dave, the creative director, and the rest of the DBD game design team on everything from updating and balancing our existing content to the development of all our new chapters and game features. I'm really happy to be back with you once more for this 6th anniversary broadcast. The upcoming year is going to be a really big one for Dead by Daylight, so I'm excited to share 3 key updates that our team of talented designers have been working on.
Okay, I'm ready.
An overhaul of our killer and survivor perks.
Okay.
A rework of our approach to prestige and progression.
Okay, I'm turning into the Vince McMahon meme.
An update on the changes to the Memento Mori system.
I don't care about that one. I remember that one being talked.
One of the main goals for the game
Reworking
team
killer
is to explore
perks
new ways
and
that we can
progression?
the player experience in Dead by Daylight.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I know you got my attention.
For both new players entering our universe and for our highly engaged
You got me hype.
expert
All right.
players with hundreds or even thousands of hours in the game. In listening to our players and reviewing our own data, we've found that some of the most consistent feedback is that in our high-level matches, meta perks have essentially taken over.
No shit.
Meaning that players are consistently seeing the same perk loadouts again and again for every killer and every survivor.
Pause that one. Not
Looking
every
at our
killer, it's
data,
Nurse and
we
Huntress.
see a gap
Thanks.
between the
And
most
Blight
popular
sometimes.
perks for each role. On the killer side, these are Corrupt Intervention, Scourge Hook Pain Resonance, Barbecue and Chili, Hex Ruin, and Pop Goes the Weasel.
I don't know what the heck
For
the
survivors, Dead Hard,
hook perk
Decisive
is, but
Strike,
yeah.
Borrowed Time, Iron Will, and of course, Self-Care.
Yes. You are correct,
With little
yes.
motivation to explore different perk loadouts, this can naturally lead to a feeling of gameplay becoming stale.
Yep.
Therefore, in the coming months, we'll be releasing a major update that will rework and rebalance roughly 40 killer and
40?
survivor perks, including the ones that I've just mentioned.
Bro, don't touch barbecue. It's the only
This is aimed
balanced
at
perk you got in the
eliminating
fucking game.
clear, dominant perk trends and strategies that we've been seeing in the game for a while. There will also be some small baseline gameplay adjustments that we would like to share with you a little bit closer to the release date. So, we'll keep monitoring, keep reviewing, and
I don't know about that one, Chief.
this way, on a more regular basis to make sure that we avoid these meta perks becoming
That could
consistent
cause
trends
people to
for
not
extended
play your
periods,
game.
whilst opening
If you
up a
change
new way
like
for new
barbecue
updates
and
to
corrupt
emerge.
and ruin, dead hard, decisive, iron will, you change that drastically?
To make perks easier to acquire
Yes.
and encourage more exploration of new combinations.
Do that thing you were
of
saying.
loadouts. In an upcoming patch, we'll be releasing a rework of Dead by Daylight's prestige system,
Yes.
aimed at reducing the grind in the game by giving players more direct, quick, and easy access to perks, something that will improve the quality of life not only for our long-term dedicated players, but especially new players looking to get into the game.
Yes, please. Thank you.
Our current prestige system is optional, and it awards a bloodied version of the base cosmetic outfit, whilst resetting the perks, add-ons, and items in
Okay.
the character's inventory. This update will change how this works entirely.
Yes.
When this feature releases, prestiging a character for the first time will instantly unlock that character's Tier 1 personal perks on all other killers or survivors,
Okay.
making them immediately available in their loadouts. We know that our players are hoping that the RNG gods provide them with barbecue and chili in their early blood webs.
Yes.
However, with this feature, you simply prestige the cannibal to prestige level 1, 2, or 3 to unlock all of Leatherface's perks
Like I
and the
have.
corresponding tier for every other killer.
Oh, shit.
This will significantly reduce the grind and completely eliminate the random chance needed to acquire specific teachable perks through the blood web system. Of course, it's worth mentioning the prestige
What?
level won't be capped at just 3, so you'll be able to show your dedication to a particular character by raising them well beyond that.
What do we get for that?
Additionally, the act of prestiging will not remove their perks, items, or add-ons.
I
So
unironically
it's
just
no
did the
longer
pog
an
face.
associated
Holy shit, that's
preset
big.
of the character,
Big
you
if
will.
true.
For those who haven't yet prestiged their characters, we're also working on a fair way to still reward players for their time investment and dedication once this update takes effect. fans can expect both the prestige and perk updates to drop around the same time during a major release this summer.
Okay, well, the next major release this summer is your anniversary event.
I would like to close things out with some news on the Mori updates that we shared last year. While it's still coming, we have slightly adjusted our approach to the system based on research, feedback, and prototyping iteration.
Bro, you already have the formula.
We've arrived at something that feels more straightforward, yet still accomplishes the same.
You have the formula with Pyramid Head. That's all you need to do.
The change to the system will still remove the Mori ability from offerings, focusing instead on rewarding efficient killer play.
Like Pyramid Head.
Incorporating the Mori animation as more of a natural ending to the match. This is something that we're currently calling the finisher Mori.
Okay.
When a killer downs the last survivor standing, rather than drawing things out and having them pick up and hook the survivor, we'll transition immediately and automatically to the killer's Mori animation, allowing them to close things out in style, and in a way that you would expect from an unstoppable killing machine. There's also a few other additional changes coming with this system that we're not quite ready to share yet, but we're hoping to release the new Mori system as part of our Halloween update this year, so look out for that.
You still got a couple months, okay.
While we couldn't cover all of the details of these updates in the span of one segment, anyone looking for more information can head over to our website, deadbydaylight.com, following the broadcast. Thank you as always for the support. We can't wait to get these updates into your hands as soon as possible to see your amazing reactions. Thanks again, and see you in the fog.
I will see you later, my homie. We have to... That's a bad screen to...
For Dead by Daylight.
No! It's live, so I can't pause it.
What a cool set we're on today.
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I heard there's some traps around, but we'll be a little careful.
What is that? Real life Dwight? The fuck?
So last year, Orly and I
love that sweater.
With all of you, just to talk about the
Jeff's
pillars of
sweater.
the year. But I think some other guys on the team have that covered. So this year, we're here to talk about the quality of life updates that are coming to the game for Year 7. And now, while it's always our goal to give you the most accurate picture of what's coming and when, the reality is that deadlines can shift as well as priorities.
We call that in the biz, card subject to
We live in
change.
a pretty weird world these days, so there's a lot of external factors as well.
A pretty weird world? I would say it's completely weird.
That all being said,
This is the upside down we're living in
we are
now.
going to work to have the most open dialogue with our players. So if something changes, you can bet us, other members on the team, we are going to be communicating and let you know if something shifts, changes, removes, added.
Don't let it be Patrick.
We're going to make sure that you
For
guys
the
know
love
about
of the
it.
entity, do not let it be Patrick.
Get to it.
Yes, and that's really cool because today when you will open the PTB, the first thing that you will notice is this new vertical layout that we have. The idea behind this is we were running out of space with the current one, and we wanted to
What?
have
What
more
are you
clarity
adding that you're running out of
and to make
space?
some information way more visible to players. Like, for example, some text in some languages, they will have more space.
Oh, yeah, okay.
When we have an event or something happening in the game, now you will be able to see right away when you enter in the game what is happening and how long it will take. You won't have to go through different screens, navigate through the game to get access to this information.
And so I think if I can kind of nail down something cool for everybody is that I don't have to go into the archives to see how long is left in the Rift.
That's very handy.
I'll
That's
see
very
it
good.
right on the main menu.
Correct. You will have the exact timer, how long it will take until the end of the Rift. And that's part of what will make just the navigation easier and the information easier to find in Dead by Daylight. Another feature that will be also available today.
Does she have a tattoo of a hex?
That one will be really
totem?
appreciated.
I think so. I think
I just noticed that on her forearm.
One of those that players have been asking for quite some time.
That's true. So that's the preset loadout.
Oh my god.
In the loadout screen,
Hold
now
up.
you will be able to have different saves, up to 3 for the moment.
Oh my god, that's fucking great.
Perks, add-on,
That's gonna help me with
to adapt your playstyle.
with the becoming a killer main series.
So, I mean,
So I like to try out
to create
other
loadouts
DBD
for
tubers loadouts, see what
keepers,
works.
One for playing by yourself, one for playing
That's
with the team.
fantastic. Yeah, this might be the best update they've got in terms of like announcing shit for the year.
Whole inventory of perks that we have.
I'm really happy so far.
Your choice to decide between hardcore and casual games. Something else, you'll be also able to save loadouts for your cosmetics.
Holy shit, guys.
You have different style and you're
Bruh.
always, like wondering which one to use.
Let me set a randomizer on it. Let me set a randomizer.
To switch between them.
What's that? What? What is
And
that?
for
What was that? Hold on, you gotta go back. What was that?
And the preset loadout, we really think that the two feature, they will bring more comfort and ease for the player. And we are really looking into feedback. So please, when you grab the PTB today, share your feedback about this two improvement.
Wait, that's come with the anniversary chapter?
Quality of life improvement in the future as well for you.
Oh shit.
But that's for today. So what is happening for the next upcoming releases?
Right, so for that, we've got some other upcoming features to share with everybody out there. So one of the main ones that we actually announced last year.
Don't remember.
Do you remember? I think
No.
we were both there. It was matchmaking incentive.
Oh, yeah. I kind of remember.
Talking about this.
I remember.
When players are matchmaking, we try to establish a good ratio of 4 survivors to 1 killer. And whether or not
Now we're doing 3 survivors and 2 killers.
Imbalanced one way or another.
Ball champ.
Depends on your server, depends on your time of day. So what we are doing is we are providing players with extra blood points.
50%. That's a pretty decent bonus.
Their server, at that time of day when they're online, which I think is going to be pretty useful for our players.
Correct. And with the new layout that we just mentioned, like it will be really easy for the player to see in front, like on which queue they should go if they want to have the less waiting time.
Exactly. As soon as you log in, you're going to know which role needs you the most. So if you're there for BP or if you're there just to have fun with your friends, I mean, really, we're giving you so many more options.
Well, if you're there with your friends, you're probably a pre-made loadout of at least 2 people, so.
Not even that, but while you're in this matchmaking, trying to get that incentive, we are doing what we're calling a game flow refactor. Very techie name.
What the fuck does that mean?
But if we break it down, it's really giving you guys the opportunity to navigate around the game while you're waiting in the queue. So
What?
When you're waiting in matchmaking, with your friends alone, what have you, you'll now be able to browse the store. Check out
Oh,
some
okay.
cool outfits, some other areas of game, and even check out the archives. So if you want to change your challenges or read some.
Oh, okay. That's a very good quality of life update.
Yeah, and I really love this feature because it feels like not a big change, but actually it will just bring so much comfort and remove so much frustration that I
There have been
really
too many
like
times where I queue up for Survivor. I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta change from a killer. I have to get out of the queue to change my challenge for the archives.
Now,
From killer to survivor, or just change it in general.
To the archives for players by doing this, by putting the timer for the Rift on the main menu, but we're also doing some more updates to the archives coming later this year. So 2 of the main changes that I think players will appreciate right off the bat is now you can have 1 survivor active challenge and
Bruh.
active challenge. So no switching.
This shit.
back and
This is
forth or
good
anything
shit.
crazy like this. No starting a killer match while having a survivor challenge equipped and feeling like you've wasted your time.
Actually, it will be super cool because with the matchmaking incentive you just mentioned before, well, if you see that the survivor queue is better for the moment, and you have a killer challenge on, you won't have to go back to the archive, switch the challenge just because you want to go to the survivor queue and lose time.
But you could queue, and then you could change it, because now we let you. And so what would happen is as you find a match, we'll give you a notification full screen that you finished whatever you're doing, and then bring you into the match. So I think that's going to be a very
This
fun
is
experience.
really good shit.
But getting ahead of ourselves. One of our other big features that we're updating in the archives is your ability to view a full outfit within the Rift.
Oh my god.
So, I mean,
That's not as big as the other ones, but that's still pretty good.
quite
Pretty cool.
Now that's been out for a while. So now if a player selects a piece of a cosmetic from an outfit in that Rift, there's going to be an available button to click to view the full outfit as a preview. So if you're not keeping up to date with our amazing marketing trailers that are showing off all of these cool renders, you can view it from directly in the game.
Well, sometimes those trailers lie.
Because they do a lot of work on these and they're very cool.
They are very cool, but sometimes they lie. It's better just to see it in-game as a full cosmetic than
in one
a
of our
trailer.
archives releases, alongside some other yet-to-be unannounced archive stuff, which we're keeping a little hush-hush now. But it's the 3rd anniversary of the archives. So we're trying to put something really special together for you guys. But we've got another big feature in the works, and I think I'll let you spill the beans on this one.
Not my
Yes,
beans!
This one, I think, our player, you are going to love it.
Bro, I'm loving it already.
So we have decided, do you remember last year when we talked about bots?
Oh?
I'm sure you do.
Yeah.
I'm sure you will do. So when we talk about bots, actually this year, by the end of the year, we really want to introduce bots in custom match.
Oh.
So the idea here is we want to give the player, like if you're missing a friend in a group, if you don't have any friends at all, or if you just want to play chill and try to learn a new killer, well, you will be able to do that in a custom match and just fill out the
That
matches
is
with,
absolutely so handy.
bots. So that will be
New
extremely simple
high-tech
for you
killer
to
releases, just jump
and
into
I
a
feel like for
custom
some
game with
players, it could
bots.
be intimidating to play a new killer.
Yes,
or
yes, yes,
to
yes,
get
yes,
learn a
yes.
new one, and this
Yo,
will
I'm
actually
loving
be
this
a
shit
safe
so far.
environment for them to
Rework to the
try,
progression system.
and
Once you prestige a
remove the
killer,
pressure
all the
of
perks
having
from
so
that
much
killer get put on
match.
every other killer.
Not
Hopefully that's
just bringing a
pre-existing.
new killer that can be stressful
Hopefully that's
sometimes.
pre-existing.
New maps as
Prestiges.
well, 'cause the layouts can be entirely
Not like it's a big deal if
different, loops that
I
you
just have to
learn.
prestige Bubba
So it's a
once.
great way for
Once
players to
more,
be able to practice those
I
as
get
well.
a new reward
So
hopefully,
you know,
and then all his
drivers
perks and
can
items
fly,
and add-ons stay.
try out whatever map
Bro,
you
that's
want.
great.
Yeah, you're
This shit
absolutely
is
correct.
fantastic.
And this feature is probably the longest one for timeline, and we're targeting this winter for this one to be out, and we can't wait.
I can't wait either. This is good. This is good. This is super
I'm a
good.
map killer, so I'm looking forward to it.
And I
Same.
You still have two features that you would like to talk about this today.
I do. So these ones are a bit smaller, but I think our players and streamers will also be interested on both of these. So the first one I'll discuss is what we're calling streamer
Oh,
mode or
finally.
anonymous mode.
Finally. That's good. I don't use it,
May
but
change, but the basic premise of this
I know a lot of
that
people are
all
gonna.
players feel safe as they're playing the game, so that we're obscuring your name or the name of your friends as they're playing, so that no toxic players or ne'er-do-wells inside.
Plus
and
one for
outside,
using ne'er-do-wells.
can find it and
Real life
target it in
Dwight.
some way.
And for the security, that's a huge plus as well.
Yeah.
So we just want our players to feel safe.
As I say, are we gonna talk about the DDoS attacks from like a couple months ago?
Let them do it. Now the other feature is, I guess, all about the survivors not feeling so safe, which is our updated wiggle system. So if you've been paying attention to Dead by Daylight, I know we have, talking to you, for the past few months, we've been testing out our updated system under our beta tab, so players were able to opt in and try it out. So whereas previously the wiggle system was
Can y'all nerf boil over?
keyboard controller.
That's literally the perk that stops me from coming back. I'm like, I'll play it again. Oh, boil over is still stupid.
During the beta,
Still overpowered. Yeah, all right, fine. Nah, not today.
our design team has really taken that into account, and with those changes, we're going to make it a permanent feature in the future.
That's fine.
And on behalf of the team, really thank you for using the beta tabs. It was really, really useful for us to collect all this information and to see how you feel about new changes that we just want to make sure that all the changes that we introduce in the game are the correct ones.
Yeah, I mean, I know we all love the PTB being able to try out new content, but this let us
Try out new content that is a few builds ago, as revealed by the Blight chapter.
It was very controller heavy, is really appreciated.
And sometimes we just need more time also to get the feedback.
It certainly helps. So with all of these, we also have some other smaller features that we weren't really able to fit in here. So head on over to our website at deadbydaylight.com to read a bit more after the segment.
And we really hope you guys, you're excited about all the features that we announced today.
Yeah.
We are.
I pog-faced. Unironically a few times.
This anniversary with us. And we hope you a very good Dead by Daylight experience here.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of the
Please
podcast,
tell me you're just gonna sell that sweater.
My name's Jason. I'm a fog whisperer, and to me,
What the fuck?
Blight is more than just a game. It's a lifestyle. I'm heading to a parkour gym to work with professional tag athletes. I want to learn how I can apply my DBD skills in real life.
What?
Do you ever just like crouch at the chaser to get them angry?
World Chase Tag team-on-team competition.
What the fuck?
One team throws in
Are we gonna do a reality show?
one rule, don't get caught.
Oh my god, this shit. What the fuck? This is insane.
So
Parkour!
Chase tag,
Parkour!
Are you using vaulting? Because in DBD, when I'm being chased, vaulting is a pretty powerful evasion.
I like that he's taking notes.
Vaulting gives you
I don't know if that's for comedic effect,
obstacle in between you
but I love it unironically. Whoa!
What about slow vaults?
What?
What is this soundtrack? Yo, Kote, tell me you're gonna sell this soundtrack. I will take your entire stock. Oh no, streamer down. Bro, what is this?
Head to the Dead by Daylight YouTube page later.
This fucking metalcore soundtrack. Yo, I'm digging it. That, the 9 Inch Nails style, like 10% off until May 24th, 11 a.m. Eastern. Cool. Dude, I kind of dig that light. The Hex light. Tell me you're selling the Jeff sweater. Tell me you're selling the Jeff sweater and the Susie sweater. I don't care about Huntress. I don't care about Huntress. Get her out of here. Pass. Hard pass. A lot of good, I've said it so many times already. This is a lot of good shit. A lot of good shit to look forward to the year. I'm excited to be back in.
The killer is in pursuit. What do you do?
Crouch furiously.
Drop the pallet.
Final answer.
B. Use dead hard. C. Loop forever.
Oh, this is a trick question. Okay.
D. Crouch furiously.
Kote, first you loop forever, and then when they get close, they hit you. Okay, well, you use dead hard to get to the next pallet, you drop the pallet, and then you teabag furiously. So it's C, B, A, D. Kabad. Final answer. Trick question. Everyone knows it's a trick question. Or E, try to replicate anything from Noob 3 or Aaron or, you know, any of the JRM, you know, any of the Survivor main DBD tubers. Yep. I'm absolutely copying this down, scratching it in my notes. I'm hoping the perk rework, not the reworks of the perks, but like the prestige system rework comes with the anniversary chapter. I would love that. Because then every killer has barbecue, every killer has, like, who have I completed? Everybody has all the Legion perks. Woo, I guess. Everybody has Bubba's perks.
Hello everyone, I'm Joe Ashley, the associate producer on Dead by Daylight. I'm joined by Xavier, our director, and also Rose, our project manager. A big part of what makes Dead by Daylight so great are the characters.
Are you gonna eat those cans?
The best part of our job. While a lot of storytelling is happened through lore, there's also a way for us to tell the story through the art and the visual. Today, we want to share with you a bit about the process of the collection that inspires us. We want to break some news about new announcement of our brand new collection we've been anxious to share with you guys for a while.
Like in-game collections or
let's take a moment to talk about like what
actual clothing,
several outfits and collection we provide to players during the year.
Oh, the game.
So artistically, the approach is different when we work on our own contents and when we work with licenses.
As it should be.
When we do our own,
question mark,
we often look this as a way to put our own spin to icons and events everybody's familiar with. A great example is the Halo Blight collection. It's really our take on Halloween. You know, rather than creating cosmetics around traditional vampires, witches, werewolves.
Witches, vampires, and werewolves confirmed.
We decided to do something more unique, to tell a unique story, and we have like our killers. We made them more horrific due to a substance linked to the entity.
I don't think those are the best examples to show off, but all right.
Expected, more original. The lore and art direction have been reinforced at the same time, and we get to celebrate Halloween in a way that...
Yeah, those are better ones to show off.
Talk also about licenses, because today, right now, we have something really important to share with the fans. Right, Rose?
Okay.
Yes, indeed. So another interesting part of working on these collections is being able to work with existing licenses.
Come on, Naked Mikey.
Stories and other brands that we love.
Shirtless Michael Myers, come on.
World of Dead by Daylight. Speaking of which, anime and mangas are widely requested.
Hold on, back up a fucking minute.
And we're really excited to be able to announce today a new collection that's right around the corner.
My eye is starting to twitch. What are you talking about?
DVD's first major crossover with an anime.
Is it Junji Ito?
So without further ado.
That's gonna hurt your fingers. And now we start to go downhill.
So many of us on Dead by Daylight team.
Attack on Titan's overrated. There, I fucking said it.
Attack on Titan. The process of
The art style is
new
trash.
based on the new collection based on Dead by Daylight.
I hate their
has been
faces.
really,
Is what I'll say. That's what's turned me off from that fucking that fucking anime.
different outfit, for both Survivor.
If you give me cool outfits for some people, then maybe I still won't watch it, but I'll buy the cosmetics.
I think we can still give some glimpse of the concept art for Attack on Titan.
Junji Ito made so much more fucking sense.
You know, working on Attack on Titan was a great challenge, but really exciting.
If you give me Titan Mikey, then fine.
We had to assimilate like the iconic aspect of the
Also,
3D,
good on you for getting a fucking huge license like that.
adapt it on 3D.
By the way, you guys are hitting it out of the park with these licenses.
Remain themselves, even if
Ringu, Attack on Titan now, like,
and because they are
holy shit.
legendary outfits,
Kote is putting in work. I may not like the anime or the manga. Shit, Chainsaw Man is right around the corner. You could have done that instead.
Bigger eyes, etc.
But you guys, Kote is putting work getting these licenses, man. Good on him. Good job by him. I don't know who he's talking to, but shit. These are big gets. They're huge gets.
And from who are they closer in their personalities and appearances? So it was really important for us to select some of our favorite.
You got some concept arts. I would love to know who I could look forward to being a Titan.
So we could focus on some aspect of each to match our DBD personalities. We have Eren, one of the hero of the show, and we have Dwight. Dwight, in a sense, is one of our heroes.
I would not say he's a hero. You have made him to be a big dingus and a dweeb, not a hero.
The messy hair, and even with the equipment of Attack on Titan, we made sure like.
I forgot how much Attack on Titan looks like bondage gear. Looks like it belongs in the Hellraiser universe.
It's perfect because it's Dwight. We have NG. For her, it was easier.
New Zarina shit? Okay.
And it was a perfect match. She's a scientist that investigates on Titans, and with Zarina, like they are both.
Give Jeff something, and I'll call it a success.
To keep the details of Zarina herself, we gave her eye patch, but not the glasses because she doesn't wear glasses.
So?
The Armor Titan. He's there, you know, we have it as an ultra rare cosmetic.
Okay,
for
big naked Oni.
And not only was a good match because we
big naked Kazan
in one of our largest killer of the game, but also we were able to use his crystal form for the rage mode. And while the base of the crystals are blue in the show, we tinge them with a red VFX to represent the traditional Oni blood rage for the game.
That's it for us.
You could have made it blue.
The behind the look scene and also our new collection that we just showed you. Of course, we're gonna keep an eye for more Attack on Titan news. Thank you.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is. I don't watch Attack on Titan. Here we go. All right. There's Hattie. In the Garden of Peace, or whatever this is. A resident demon hunter, right? Vampire killer, werewolf hunter, giant spider killer, right? That's what she is in the lore. She's very, very fascinating in the lore. All right, give me my Eldritch Abomination. There's Dentata. Old Vagina Mouth. Roots of Dread. The Dredge and Hattie Cower. June 7th. 3 weeks from now.
Hi everyone, I'm Dave Richards,
Hi, Dave.
Creative Director on Dead by Daylight, and I'm super glad to be here today to share
That's just like a general statement. I'm glad to be here today.
And of course to celebrate the 6th anniversary of Dead by Daylight. The tradition is to tell you all the content that's going to be in the chapter.
Yes.
And this time we're quite excited. We're changing the recipe a little bit, and we're doing an original chapter. So this new chapter is called Roots of Dread, and it's a full chapter. It contains a new survivor, a new killer, and a new map within a new realm of the entity. That's quite exciting.
I don't know if that was my spectrum or them
For the
breaking there.
revolves around a town, a perfect town.
A Silent Hill, if you will.
Perfect. But of course, the residents are hiding something terrible. They're hiding secrets and a darkness. And when that darkness starts to bubble up to the surface, it creates our newest killer, the Dredge. So let's talk about it a little bit.
Yes, please.
So the Dredge is inspired by the Boogeyman, a story that is global and is known around many cultures. It's a domestic
Holy shit.
a monster that is really close to us.
Holy shit. He looks crazy.
Environment, inside our house, under our bed, in our wardrobes. And that's
Like the leaks said that he is an amalgamation of different people.
So it is the
He is a homunculus, if you... Nah, that's not the correct terminology.
of their secrets. And it
Yeah,
is
he's an amalgamation of everything.
and strange creature, a monster.
Yes.
It has an impossible
Good
body
lord!
featuring various limbs, heads, different parts. It is
Yeah, his head looks like a giant penis with a vagina with teeth, but everything else about him's dope, I think.
creature. We wanted to make sure to create a visceral scare when facing this creature. It's a bit like when you're having a nightmare, and you know it was super scary when you wake up, but you can't exactly put your finger on what it was that you've seen. The visual design of the Dredge is quite unique. It's a first for Dead by Daylight killers. It's a monster, recreated by different limbs.
Oh, is he a fog monster?
heads, claws,
He doesn't have a lower body.
tentacles, and we wanted to make sure that you, the player, would be able to customize as you wanted this monster. What's really cool as well for the cosmetic is that we are able to explore themes that are organic, but also constructs, like this amazing cosmetic
show
that
it.
features dolls.
Holy shit!
All right, now let's
Fuck,
move
I
on
love
to the
it.
power of the Dredge. So when playing the Dredge, we wanted you to feel like you're the embodiment of darkness, of fear itself.
Alright, how's this shit gonna work, bud?
We wanted to recreate that feeling of a monster
How is this shit gonna work?
that lives in your house. And so there are two phases to the power. The first phase is the ability to use lockers to teleport from and to.
To and fro, thank
Of
you.
course, this is great for map movement. You'll be able to travel the map really quickly. But it's also great to surprise survivors that are nearby lockers, and even survivors that are hiding inside the lockers. The second phase of the power is called Night Cycle, and this is where it gets really interesting. So based on action the Dredge will make and some passive abilities, the Night Cycle will build on the survivor. When it is finally completed, Night Cycle will trigger, and a darkness will engulf the survivor. This darkness makes it very difficult to navigate, especially in chases. And the only thing the survivor can see in the distance will be the Dredge itself.
That sounds actually terrifying.
Really creepy, and will for sure make the survivor make mistakes.
That sounds legit terrifying.
Of course, the Dredge comes with 3 unique
I would like to see the
perks.
gameplay from your
We won't go
perspective,
into the details of these perks today.
instead of like waiting for aughts or somebody to
Around
post.
chaos, secrets, and corruption. Okay, now let's move on to our newest survivor.
Just bypass the perks, it's fine.
Patty Core. And you might know her from some archive entry that appeared in the past. She appeared 3 times in the archive, actually. So Hattie has a dual heritage. She is born in northern India, but was raised by her adoptive family in Quebec. And so this will be an interesting background to explore through our different cosmetic and also through future archive entries. Addie has a very unique ability to see bleeds.
What?
These are areas of the world where the entity's influence intersect with our world. And so Hattie had her share of paranormal adventures and encounters with dreadful beasts from the entity's world, strange creature. And
Damn,
actually,
she's
you can
sassy.
see on her body all sort of scratch and marks from these encounters. Of course, Addie will come with 3 unique perks added to the roster of abilities that the survivors are able to equip and use. These are themed around paranormal insight, proficiency with occult items.
I don't think
and
flashlights are
their
occult
own
items,
narrative.
but hey, here I am.
And finally, let's talk about the map. So this time around, we're really excited to introduce a new realm for this chapter.
A full-fledged new realm.
So
Cool,
really,
cool,
we're
cool.
going back to the roots of horror, to a classic, something that we see numerous times into different horror novels, movies, and other horror material. And this is a small American town.
America,
So we wanted
the
to
most
make sure that
terrifying
it
realm of
is
all.
Something domestic, something familiar. And so for the Dredge map called the Garden of Joy, we are featuring one of the house of the perfect town that we talked about earlier. This house looks perfect from the outside. It is like a ghost sitting in the middle of a gloomy forest created by the entity. And when you go inside that house, you'll see how twisted and wrong it is, just like the residents that are hiding all of this darkness in secret. What's really cool about this new realm is that in the future, we will be able to explore it again, but in other contexts than in the Dredge perfect town.
Okay.
So this realm is built from different memories, from different characters. And so we'll be able to explore different cities wrapped inside that.
That's very interesting.
All right, that was the whole content of our new.
I dig the concept for that map.
I hope you are as excited as us to try this new content. And you'll be able to do so right after this event as we go live on the PTB. The chapter will become available to all on June 7th. So thank you again for listening today, and thank you for an incredible year of Dead by Daylight.
Okay. Oh, Spectrum. Okay, cool. Customize. Okay. Can I get any number on the back? I'm not talking about the sex number. Stop thinking like that.
You see a lit hex totem. What do? A. Disassemble it. B. Leave it be. Probably haunted ground. C. Turn it into a boon totem. D. Point at it, but let your teammates deal with it.
It's a combination of A and B. It's disassemble it because it could be haunted ground, and you want to see see the hilarity ensue. That's what I do. I'm like, oh, that okay, you know, it could be go tap the gen, see if it's ruin. Okay, no ruin. Oh, there's a boon there, or a hex there. That's probably haunted ground. Better touch them bones. It's always haunted ground. You get it's a 50-50 split. It's either haunted ground or it's devour, and one is good, the other is haunted ground. The one could easily help you win the game, and the other one, oops, everybody's dead on a hook. Oops, sorry. Hey, if you have a survivor that cleanses totem and haunted ground pops, hey, it's probably me. Spoilers, it's definitely me. What else do we gotta go through? What else we got? The shop? The shop and, like, I think that's it, right? Mardi Gras mask? The fuck?
Hey there, everybody. I'm Justin, one of the product managers on Dead by Daylight. Still stuck in this fog from earlier, but this time joined by a new partner.
Hi, I'm May. I am a Twitch-lurking, dog-snuggling influencer manager on Dead by Daylight.
Okay, that's a descriptor.
Dead by Daylight anniversary wouldn't be the same without a celebration in the fog. Both May and myself are here to share with you what's
Oh yeah, the anniversary event. Yeah, I forgot about that actually.
So last year we had a really fun one, but
Was
the
it?
team has taken a hard look at what worked and what didn't, and we're trying to find ways to take it even further for the 6th anniversary, which is actually starting on our real anniversary this year. So the event
The 16th,
starts
yeah.
on June 16th. I think it's really cool. So for the theme this year, the Fog is going to be celebrating something called the Twisted Masquerade.
Ah,
Now, this is
okay.
going to be a real party in the world of Dead by Daylight that's being hosted in the entity's name by someone lurking in the shadows, I've heard.
Everyone loves a masquerade, so we've really tried to run with the theme and taken our decorations to the next level. As you might have already noticed in this broadcast, we've added this gorgeous midnight blue to our usual black and gold color palette, and you'll see it all over the entity's realm during this event. We're also reskinning the Killer Shack and the exit gates, and there's going to be some really cool
very festive
effects because of it. Expect the entire fog to be decked out to the nines.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that we're decorating for really the first time, like proving just how big this whole celebration really is. We really want this to feel like a party and a celebration. So everything is really going to play on this masquerade theme in some interesting ways, beginning with our anniversary cosmetics. So last year was the second year that we actually did the crown collection, where mechanic-wise, players would run around, find pedestals, and collect a crown for that specific character. But this year, with this masquerade theme, we wanted to find ways that we could really push it further and deliver an even bigger payoff when it came to the cosmetics that you'd be able to collect.
So while you'll still be hunting down pedestals in your trial,
Boo.
this time you're going to be grabbing invitations to the Twisted Masquerade. Collecting those invitations will earn you one of 12 possible cosmetics.
Oh, cool, RNG.
And since we're going to a masquerade, it's going to be beautiful hand-designed masks.
Artist, Deathslinger, Huntress, Spirit, Trapper, Trickster. Huntress looks dope. So does Deathslinger's.
We feel like that's run its course, and we wanted to do something a little more special this year. This year, we're focusing on one original survivor and one killer for every year of Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
The mask you earn will only be wearable for that specific character because it's tailor-made to suit their personality and style. The masks are also going to be earned randomly.
Boo.
Even if you're playing as Dwight, you might earn one for Elodie or the Spirit.
Boo.
If you guys have actually
RNG
seen it
sucks.
on the table, that's Dwight.
So while we are focusing on a smaller subset of characters, they're going to make much more meaningful additions to your collection and look pretty sweet if I do say so myself.
Which is a good thing.
I mean, I've had
Instead of everybody having the same cosmetic,
and trying to run
make
away
it
with
unique to that specific character. I do like that aspect of
can't
it.
take home with me, so I'll have to settle for just earning it in-game. And similar to what we did for our Halloween event, the Midnight Grove, the 6th anniversary will also include an event tome.
You're very good.
So what's great about this is we're going to have 2 full levels of challenges and lore that's directly tied to the Twisted Masquerade. And one big addition in this is going to be the community challenges. So last year, if you were around doing our community challenges, we were communicating on this via our social media channels. And we feel like the players really enjoyed this, but we want to bring it a little closer to you directly in-game.
Give us a counter in game.
An entire top track is
Hell yeah.
dedicated to these community challenges. On that, you can track both the global progression of everyone making effort towards these community challenges and your own direct contributions. Your own direct contributions are important because you're going to have to work and you can't just take advantage of everyone else's hard work.
Exactly, but while the players are waiting for the community to catch up so that they can go on to the next challenge, there will be a set of personal challenges below on each level that you can work towards. And I mean, these are going to also give you a little bit more background on what's happening for the story behind the scenes of the archives and of the Twisted Masquerade. I mean, you're going to be earning event cosmetics either way, so definitely take the time, try to finish all of them.
So what about Dredge and Hattie? Are they getting something for this masquerade?
So since these are actually our 2 new characters coming in, it's important that we're treating them as our guests of honor for the Twisted Masquerade.
Whoa.
So if you're seeing from any of the content that we're sharing,
Holy shit.
both Dredge and Hattie are getting full outfits themed for the event that you can unlock.
I dig that. I dig that cosmetic.
Goals and the personal goals.
The head, not so much,
So
but everything else
not
looks
all
pretty
of
good.
it, You have to do both.
I like the color scheme.
Really worth getting. So
Black, gold, and blue. I really dig that color scheme.
And we also have some very cool, very gross charms, like this 6th anniversary Rancid Cupcake, a pop-up card, and my personal
pop-up
favorite
card
symbol with a little party hat.
And that's definitely a reminder of the last person who tried to bring a party hat into the fog.
You try and
The
stop
entity doesn't
me.
like fun. So
I don't get it.
Final touches on the event. We're bringing back some things from last year that worked really well, like our loading screens with developer comments and selected art. So
Let us
as you're loading up
keep
each-
a loading frame all year round.
wacky folks like myself, May, and others, and really bring you a bit closer to the really cool people who work on Dead by Daylight. On top of this, we're going to be bringing back our daily discounted Shrine of Secrets. So instead of it cycling on a weekly basis, we're going to be changing all of the perks every single day and be providing you a discount, so it costs less iridescent shards for every single perk available during the event. On top of that,
So,
you guys love
I think there's a problem with the shrine now.
it's going to be doing a weekend
Kind
Blood
of.
Hunt event. And then, again, still not done, we're going to be giving a lot of login currencies. So, you know, if that's not enough blood points for you, not enough rift fragments, not enough iridescent shards, players will be able to earn more of these, you know, just by logging in.
It's definitely not the time to save your pennies for a rainy day. There's so much fun stuff to get. Take advantage. But for now, on behalf of everyone, I just want to say thanks again for another amazing year of Dead by Daylight. And we'll see you in the fog on June 16th for the Twisted Masquerade.
We'll see you there.
So shrine. That's gonna become pretty obsolete if you have everybody prestige, right? Because if you prestige a character, their perks are unlocked for everyone, right? So you won't have to be like, oh yeah, Ruin is in the shrine, let me get that. Well, if you have Hag prestiged all the way up, it's on every killer. So... Oh no, Darwin's game is activated. That's what they really make it seem like. Yes, excellent. Okay, that's what I wanted. Hey, can you give us the Moris that are in that?
Very excited to share some great news about the DBD mobile game.
Oh, pass. Okay. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, is this a dating sim? Did you guys, you mad lads? Yes! Excellent. Oh, hell yeah. Damn, Huntress is thick. Damn, Wraith is ripped. I love the absurdity of it. Oh my god, it's real. Hooked on You, a dating oh my god, yes. Hey, subscribe to the other channel, the main channel. It's in the description. Absolutely going to be playing that at some point throughout the year.
If you had told me when we launched this game that I'd be here 6 years later with my feet in the sand, announcing a Dead by Daylight date.
Oh, you absolute fucking mad lads. Oh my god.
And that is what makes today such an amazing day. I'm excited to be able to announce that Hooked on You, a Dead by Daylight dating sim, is quickly coming.
Oh, and so many other people are as well.
It is a crazy idea. It's an absurd concept, but we are always looking for new ways to tell our Dead by Daylight.
Yo, if you make this shit canon in the lore.
The years, just how thirsty they are for more background and more stories.
Yes, I'm in it for the stories.
So last year we did an official community survey exploring new.
Oh my god, you were actually taking notes on that fucking survey. Oh my god.
I think the third one was Dating Simulator. And that was a surprise.
I have played against way too many people who have had the name Mori me, insert killer name here.
We needed to find the right people to do this justice, to really treat this properly so that it didn't turn out as insane as it sounds.
Okay.
So we decided to go with some specialists out there, some people that made a little game called I Love You, Colonel.
Oh my god.
That was very well.
The KFC dating game. Oh my fucking lord.
To have with me today Alexei from PsyOp to talk a little bit. He's the creative.
I feel like this entire thing is a PsyOp.
For the upcoming Dead by Daylight dating sim.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited that I got to create such a unique take on such a really serious and kind of grim world and bring it into a little bit of hearts and butterflies and shine some rosy, warm light on it.
That's awesome. So yes, you're absolutely right. We created a very grim universe, and we asked you to do something extremely silly with it.
Yeah.
How does one go about making this right?
Sure. Well, I like to say that when making a project that seems as off-kilter and unexpected as this, the big gimmick for me is that there is no gimmick. It is a serious game that we take really seriously when we create it, and we treat all of the characters with a sense of humor, but with sort of deep respect as well, so that we can make a really compelling game.
I love all of this.
Justice to the
I love all of this.
fans have, and
Any take on a boring-ass dating game is a win in my book.
So it's a matter of really finding a new, interesting context in which these characters can actually express a different side of themselves.
Yeah, so, the story that we're creating is very much not a canon story for the Dead by
Oh,
Daylight.
boo! 0 out of 10 now.
Make sure that's clear. That being said, we
Boo.
want to create something that really does justice to the truths that have been established. So we started someplace as far away as we could by thinking about, what is the brightest and happiest kind of take on this world? Well, maybe it's something like the beach episode of a sitcom or an anime series.
Hell yes.
And then kind of pull our way back into that main core experience of what's going through these killers or survivors' minds at any given moment.
It's their day off. The entity gave them a reprieve for one day. So they get to go to the beach. There. I did it.
One of the main questions that people have is, what characters from Dead by Daylight will I be able to interact with in this?
Sure. Well, leaning into that kind of sitcom or anime kind of cliches and tropes, and then kind of turning them on their head, we decided to take 4 killers, since killers are the most monstrous and inhuman characters in the world, and make them as human as we could by assigning 4 kind of typical TV trope archetypes to them. So we've got the Trapper, who is standing in as the jock.
Hell yeah.
We've got the Huntress, who is standing in as the overachiever. We've got the
Okay.
who is playing the nerd.
Yeah, I look at that and I say nerd.
Who is the goth.
Hey, you got one correct.
That's amazing. And it's interesting also as a take, because those sort of archetypes, those cliches from horror movies from forever ago, are things that we try to not erase, but we try to avoid when we did Dead by Daylight, especially on the survivors.
Please tell me we get skins based on those on this game in Dead by Daylight. Please tell me that.
Important to the horror genre, be represented in this.
Yeah, it in writing the experience, it made for a really fun twist, and what we recognized when we dug as deep as we could into the lore and talked so much with your team is that all of these killers come from a really human place to begin with. They've all suffered some sort of trauma or some sort of really dark thing in their past that bringing them into this kind of comedy scenario, but still exploring their real lore, it was just like pretty wild. So we had a lot of fun with it.
Very cool. And who, as the player, like, it was an interesting choice to figure out who the player would be in this scenario.
Well, we want to let the player play as themselves. So this is an interactive branching story, and you will get to make decisions that define who you are. There is no canon version of yourself, and we thought that was a great way to really do justice to the huge amount of diversity and variety in the Dead by Daylight audience.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to make sure that the 4 killers who you get to romance really represent 4 very different types of relationship.
Okay, that's a way of putting it.
Be yourself and see which killer is right for you as you make honest decisions in response to some terribly strange questions.
Hell yes.
That's awesome.
That is very awesome.
A very important piece of also building that world and really giving the ambiance, the gravitas it needed, is the music.
Yeah.
And you got a really cool opportunity in there.
Yeah, we worked directly with Michel, the composer for Dead by Daylight, to make sure that even though we took this to a very different sonic place of marimba and steel drums and some jazz flute solos.
Hell yeah, flute solos.
We still got to express that kind of core DNA of Dead by Daylight.
A reggaeton version of the DBD theme. Yeah, I know, I need that ASAP.
Also kind of true to the original game that they love so deeply.
Yeah, Michel was kind of happy to be able to try his hand at a few different styles that he hadn't, and I think he surprised both of us with the jazz flute.
It may seem like an odd thing to say about something that sounds and looks so different, but we wanted to make sure that it really feels fresh but authentic.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us here in sunny Montreal for this little beach moment. I can say that this is one of the most out there things that we've ever done, and I'm very excited about this.
Oh, you're not wrong about that, Matt.
Details. There will be more information coming, but for now, you should know you'll be able to get your little hands.
How dare you talk about my little hands?
You a Dead by Daylight dating sim this summer on Steam, and if you do that, you'll also get a unique charm in Dead by Daylight
And an outfit.
After that.
Hell yes.
Now, thank you again to all of our fans.
God, it's gonna be buff beach trapper, isn't it?
For us.
Give me that spirit skin.
I'll see you on the beach.
Give me the spirit skin. Hand it over. Oh my god. Fucking mad lads. I love it.
We're almost done here, but we have one more question for you. What would you like us to wrap the show with?
More new content.
A, some more new content, or B, a special surprise?
4K Los Dos. Why is that hook swinging? You got a ghost on the set? Spirit here. Is she wearing her new beach cosmetic? I needed to know for research. You better get, I want those skins. I want skins in DBD from that dating sim. Crossover, come on. Full service. But seriously, are you gonna eat those cans? Where'd they find so many rusted cans? There's like 15 on the one table, there's 3 there. Like, where are you getting so many rusted cans from? There's so much tetanus. There's a lot of tetanus.
Well, that's a wrap for our 6th anniversary broadcast.
You're not who I expected to be here, Dave.
Year of Dead by Daylight. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did.
BTB for
thoroughly.
Our chapter, The Roots of Dread, is live now. So go try it. Have fun.
Can't. Computer will explode.
Again, a huge thank you to our entire team and to you, our amazing community. You know, time really flies. It seems like just yesterday that during our 5th anniversary, we revealed to you that we were going to do a Resident Evil chapter.
The chapter that caused me to buy an Xbox Series S. Because it doesn't run on any other console from last generation. Okay, what? What? Don't? Project W? Oh, it's Wesker. Fuck off. Son of a bitch. I don't like it. I'm more hype about the original chapter that's coming out than that. Because that means Ada's coming, which is great. Love Ada. Fucking Rebecca Chambers? Why? Fucking Wesker. Boring ass fucking Wesker. You could add Lady D, you could add Jack Baker, you could add Mr. X? Maybe it's not Wesker, maybe it's Wesker sending in another creature, maybe he's sending in Mr. X, you know, the second most iconic villain from Resident Evil, not Albert fucking Wesker. What is he gonna be called? The Wesk? The Albert. Yeah, that's certainly not a euphemism for a piercing on the penis.
You know, your classic horror characters that you... Oh my god! Blighted him, I stunned him, so I was able to run away. See?
Oh my god. Those really are the best moments of this game.
It's your family photo, okay?
Oh my god, that's great.
Was the gun?
Peekaboo! Peekaboo!
one of my favorite memories of this game is playing as Survivor, repairing a gen, and just out of the corner of my eye, Michael is standing in the fucking corner. I think I posted on Twitter. It's fucking terrifying. I guess thank you guys for streaming? Yeah, I guess. Okay. All right. Oh, it's so crazy that it's a thing. There's nothing else, right? You're not gonna just like jump scare me with something? I don't expect you to. Whatever. I get this one in like not Spectrum sabotage mode? Probably not. Spectrum sucks. I really don't care about any of this. I just want to see the boy. Look at him. Holy crap, he's crazy looking. Roots of Dread. Alright, I'm more excited. Like I said, I'm more excited about this than Project W. Woof. Outside of that huge disappointment, which more than likely will be the next chapter. Whoa, that means the other fucking leak is probably true, which sucks. Here we are. A lot of good shit to look forward to, though. Lots of good stuff. I don't think I can edit any of this down, because it wasn't anything that was like, I don't care. Like, even the thing that I didn't care about, which was the mobile game, that was like a 15-second ad spot, basically. A lot of good shit to look forward to in year 7, man. I really like that prestige change, where you prestige one character and all of their perks are put on every other character. Like, I have Bubba prestige to prestige 3. I'm assuming once that update goes live, whenever that may be, everybody's gonna have barbecue, everybody's gonna have Franklin's, everybody's gonna have knockout, which would be great, except for Franklin's and knockout, obviously. But that's great. That, again, that helps considerably with my series becoming a killer main, because if I could just start a new killer at prestige 1 and I already have barbecue, I don't have to worry about grinding so much. So that right there immediately fixes the grind. That's like the biggest thing I'm looking for. This is the only thing that really stands out. Preset loadouts, preset cosmetic loadouts, lots of good shit. Lots of good shit coming. Hopefully it's not too far or too long of a wait for the prestige stuff and that. Again, they're gonna nerf 40 plus perks from Killer and Survivor to shake up the meta. That's gonna be interesting to look forward to. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing how this boy plays. I'll probably do a reaction video for that, and then yes, I will be back in Dead by Daylight. I promise. I'm trying to get the Evil Dead game done so I can start doing multiplayer videos for that. So that's kind of taking top priority on this channel. Yeah, a lot of good shit. Good job, Behavior. I'm excited to be excited again, which is a very weird statement, but here we are. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hook the like button, more of the subscribe button, bing bong that bell, and until next time, I remember my outro for these videos. I'll see you in the fog. Good luck.
Yeah.